Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today we're going to talk about Dogecoin. You guys can currently tell that the market went down with all the other cryptocurrencies on October the 10th for Doge, and now the market's kind of trade within a trading channel. So maybe have a couple more days to try to figure out what the market is trying to do, what is it up to, so that we can try to get right back into position and win in the next move. Welcome everyone to the channel. Hit that like, share, and subscribe for more of my videos and content. I'm here to show you all a different perspective, a view of how to read price charts to beat the competition. There's people in this game that we need to beat in order for us to make money. And every day that goes forward, we begin to add more advanced and sophisticated people to come into the cryptocurrency space to where they have more access to money, intelligence, as well as equipment to ensure that they try to have a leg up amongst us. But one thing that people don't realize is that we have a bigger advantage because we're able to predict into the future what the market is trying to do. Now, once AI is able to do that, then we'll have to figure out something else to make us more competitive to play in this arena. All right, so now we're going to talk about what happened to price versus our price prediction, and then we're going to try to see if the market in Dogecoin is going to continue to go lower. All right, so now let's go. We only had like 3 days since we did our price prediction in Dogecoin for the market to run up to our ultimate TB price before the decline occurred. That was the high. The third or the second day into our price prediction, you guys can see that the market came right up there in that sell pocket. Like, here's another example. We have numerous examples on this channel showing this, where we have a target and price goes there and then it pivots and it goes the opposite direction. Sometimes it's down and then it pivots to go up, and in this situation it pivoted to go down. So right before the market in Dogecoin went down, it topped out right up here at our ultimate target. It's crazy, in just 2 days. So it's like 22.09% right there. We can be surprised that the market did pivot up there at around, what's that, 30 cents, because we knew that this was a sell pocket up there in Dogecoin. So let's go ahead and get rid of these other sell pockets here into the market in Doge. We will also get rid of these buy pockets here into the market in Dogecoin as well. And let's get rid of all of these buy pockets in Dogecoin as well. This could have been one of the best buying opportunities in the market in Dogecoin on October the 10th because the market hit a dime. That was the low on October the 10th, right there around 9.5 cents to a dime. Somebody knew price was going to go down there in Dogecoin. Okay. So now let's go ahead and talk about what the market is up to. We're going to go ahead and create a couple of areas here first in Doge to symbolize where we think buyers are. So here's the first area. Let's go ahead and move this to show you where sellers are in Dogecoin. So one of these areas will have to break. One of these pockets is going to have to break in order for price to move. All right. So we expect there to be a crowd of people up here in Doge that's willing to buy it. And then vice versa. We expect a crowd of people to sell Doge when price comes up here to like 21 cents. All right. That's what these pockets represent. It represents a crowd of people either willing to buy and or sell. Here's another sell pocket there. And we're going to create one more. Okay. Now we may have to break down the chart on an hourly perspective to see where the other buy pockets are at. We'll do that in a minute, but let's go ahead and look at this on the 2 for Doge. We have a day and 1 hour left, and currently this is what the price bar is doing. Okay. It should be looking like that, especially after the last 2-day price bar. We saw the market get rejected at that sell pocket. We should be seeing price go down, so that's normal. Look at this on the 3. Pretty much the same thing here on the 3 as well. Look at this on the 4. Here is Doge going to 5. Here it is on the weekly chart. Let's look at it for the month. So we got a couple more days before the month of October ends, and this is a probable precursor of strength right here, meaning that for the month of November, we will want to see price close above this October close. Okay, so that's going to be very important where price closes in the next 3 days and 1 hour for Dogecoin. Now let's go ahead and look at this on the hourly chart now. Let's see what we got going on. So here it is on the 11-hour chart. I don't like this last printed 11-hour bar. Definitely resembles some weakness in selling there. Very wide bar, high volume. The only good thing if you're a buyer is that we can tell that the low closed off of the lows, which could represent, I'm not saying that it is all the time, that buyers are definitely trying to hold up the price in Doge. Here it is on the 5-hour chart. Take a look at those on the 3. Oh yeah, look at that 3-hour bar right there. This is telling us that sellers are winning in the market in Doge. We're getting a small flick of buyers trying to enter into the market, but this was definitely a massive giveaway on who's moving the price. Let's look at this on a 1-hour chart then. Okay, so yeah, you can see right here, this 1-hour bar actually gave you the heads up that sellers are in the market. So you could have went ahead and drew your pocket. Price ran back up to that pocket, and then immediately those sellers, those crowd of sellers, they came and pushed the market all the way back down to Doge. Okay, so I think over the next couple of hours, it's going to be very important for us to see what the buyers do in this area right here. Okay, we need to focus on what the buyers do there. And I think let's move this out a little bit. And we're going to see where more buy pockets are at. Here it is on the 15-minute chart, y'all. So yeah, this is a pretty good area right here. So let's identify this as a buy pocket. Okay, so that would be the next area for sure. If that first buy pocket, which is around like 18.5 cents, don't hold, we'll definitely have to look for those and hit that second buy pocket. Okay, so this is it on the 5-minute time frame. Just trying to see if there's anything different. So we can create one here. That probably would be the lowest buy pocket for us. All right. So now let's look at this on a 1-hour chart again and see what we've got going on. So that's the first buy pocket, and here's the second. Okay. Now on the daily chart, this is what it looks like. Okay. So now it could go either way. Like, I'm indifferent on if buyers or sellers could potentially move the price. You might want to give it to the buyers if this happens by tomorrow or the day after, and he's having it soon. But you can see on the daily that Dogecoin is making higher lows, which again is another signal to us telling us that this market is being bought up by the buyers. Okay, so if that happens in a relatively short amount of time, then that would be another hint that we can utilize to tell us that it look like these buyers are the ones moving the price, because currently this market is making higher lows. So like either today, tomorrow, the market will have to make another higher low. If that happens, then yeah, we may have to play the market move to the upside. So we're just going to put this on ice for the moment and see if the market is able to make a higher low. If it doesn't, then again, we'll play the market move to the downside and predict that to go on. I mean, let's just do that now. And we'll definitely target this first buy pocket into the market in Dogecoin. It may just hit this top of the pocket, which is not much, 5.32%. It can run down to the bottom of the pocket, which is around 9.5% move lower. Or it can run to like 16, all the way down to 15 cents. It's like 21.5% move there. But right now, I'm not necessarily expecting that to happen in Dogecoin, especially if we see the market make a higher low. So I definitely want to make sure that I mention that, because I know a lot of people will say, well, you thought the price was going to go down. Yes, but I also knew that if we see another low in the market come through that's higher than the prior two lows, then that would negate my current idea of what how low the price is going to go. All right, so That is it. Hopefully I explained myself well enough. If not, hit the replay. Make sure you maintain profit. And as always, trade different, because that is where your edge is.